Good morning, kids. Let's study chapter number 2, Roman numerals. Please open your book. The aim and objective to learn this chapter is to learn about Roman numbers, in which numbers can be written, to learn about the practical use of writing numbers. What comes in your mind when you heard this term Roman numbers? Let's think about it and tell me. Rome? Yes, numbers, VLD symbols, X, I, 2, 3, etc. Arabic numerals. Yes, you all are right. Let's learn some important terms before we start this chapter. Roman numerals. Any of the symbols used in a system of numerical notation based on the ancient Roman system. Second, Hindu-Arabic numerals, a system of numbers, symbols that originated in India and was later adopted in the Middle East and Europe. Third, symbols. It is a mark, sign, or a word that indicates, signifies, or is understood as representing an idea, object. Fourth, equations. A statement that two quantities are equal. Fifth, conversion, the process of changing or causing something to change from one form to another. Guess what is it? Can you observe this picture? If you will observe, then you can see different alphabets on each picture like A, D, M, C, X, 1. What are these? These are alphabets. But what they mean? They mean numbers. Yes, they are called as Roman numbers. But to study Roman numbers, it is important we should know where they came from. Hindu-Arab numeration system. Hindu-Arabic numeral system is the most widely used today. This system has 10 symbols called numbers or digits, namely 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The selection of 10 numbers is influenced by the numbers of all the fingers is 10. So the system is called Hindu-Arabic decimal system. The numbers have come from India, but when these numbers were converted into symbols, they became Roman numbers. What are the uses of Arabic numeration in daily life? Yes, these numbers are used in calendars, calculators, in even daily life clocks. Yes, in coins, pesas, and even in our telephones, mobiles. Roman numerals. In India, people speak different languages and so use different religion numerals for writing numbers, but Romans use other symbols for writing numbers. They used only 7 basic symbols listed below. I used for 1, V used for 5, X used for 10, L used for 50, C used for 100, D used for 500, M used for 1000. These are the 7 basic symbols which were converted into numbers. Modern use of Roman numerals are, we see these numbers in emperor's name, queen's and king's name. For example, Henry VIII, Elizabeth II, James III. We use it in Olympic Games. For example, the 2016 Olympic Games will be on 31st or XX1 Games. Buildings. For example, a building built in 2014 may have the numeral MMX1V on it. We use it in movies. For example, the year a film was created in it often written as numeral. The movie Gladiator was made in 2000, so we'll have the numeral MM. We even use in clock faces. Let's move on to what is the difference between Roman versus Arabic numerals. Arabic numerals are the numbers that we use today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Roman numerals are used today, but not in everyday writing. I, V, X, L, C, D, M. Roman numerals don't have a symbol for zero. So let us learn the mnemonic for Roman numbers. I value xylophone like cows dig milk. This phrase will always help us to remember these alphabets and these symbols value also, like symbol I value 1, symbol V value 5, symbol X value 10, symbol L value 50, symbol C value 100 and symbol D value 500, symbol M value 1000. Let's learn some basic rules. Repetition of Roman numeral I and X means addition. A symbol can be repeated 3 times. For example, 111, that is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So the Roman numeral is I. Let's move to another example. XXX, which is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals to 30. That means I and X can only be repeated thrice. Only I, X, C and M can be repeated. If a lesser symbol is before a greater symbol, the lesser is subtracted from the greater. For example, IV, which is equal to 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4. Because V is greater than I, so I is subtracting from V, that is 5 minus 1. If a lesser symbol is after a greater symbol, the two values are added. For example, V1 is equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. That means if a greater symbol is always in front, then the smaller symbol is added in it. That means 5 plus 1, which means VI, V plus I. The number 0 did not have its own Roman numeral. Only I, X, C can be subtracted. V, L and D cannot be subtracted. Subtracted only one number from another. Let us learn how to write Roman numbers. Please write numbers in your notebook till 1 to 40 and let us write the Roman number in front of it. 1 stands for I, 2 stands for I, 3 stands for I, 4 stands for IV, 5 stands for V, 6 stands for VI, 7 stands for VII, 8 stands for VII, 9 stands for IX, 10 stands for X, 11 stands for XI, 12 stands for XII, 13 stands for XIII, 14 stands for X14, 15 stands for XV, 16 stands for XVI, 17 stands for XVII, 18 stands for XVIII, 19 stands for XIX, 20 stands for XX, and so on. Please complete this till 40. Let's see how we can convert Arabic numerals into a Roman number using addition properties. How we will write 3? 3 is written as I. That means 1 plus 1 plus 1. Let's do another example. How we will write 6? 6 is equal to VI. That means 5 plus 1. Let's do another one. 57. That is equal to LVII. 50 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. We will break 57 as 50 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. Let's do it another one. 231. CCXXXI. That means C stands for 100, 100 plus 10, 10, 10 plus 1. Let's do one more value, that is X1V. What does this symbol stand? X plus V minus 1. X is 10 and V is a greater number. So it is always subtract I in front of it. So that means X plus V minus 1. 10 plus 5 minus 1, which is equal to 14. It's activity time, kids. Let's do some activity now. Please take out the matchsticks and let us draw the different symbols of Roman numerals. Do it like this and please show it. Now you can also play with these Roman numbers and you can show it like this. We can even do the place the cards in front of the Hindu Arabic numbers and we can have fun. I hope you have understood this topic. Thank you, kids.